Hello friends, myself Mamta Dhail and my roll number is 47. I am going to read chapter 6 Otecoids and Respiratory System and the topic is non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs. In this topic we will study about classification of non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs, mechanism of action, pharmacological action of non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs, pharmacokinetics and adverse effect. First, I talk about classification of non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs. It's classified into main four groups. First group is non-selective COX inhibitors. It's further classified into five subtypes. First is salicylate. Example is aspirin. Second is propionic acid derivatives. Example is ibuprofen and ketoprofen. Third is phenamic acid derivative. Example is mefenic acid. Fourth is acetic acid derivatives and example is indomethacin and ketorolac. And fifth is enolic acid derivatives. Second group is preferential COX-2 inhibitors. Example is diclofenac, aciclofenac and nimesulide. And third group is highly selective COX-2 inhibitors. Example is etoricoxib, parecoxib and lumiracoxib. And fourth group is analgesic and antipyretic with poor anti-inflammatory effects. Example is paracetamol. Mechanism of action. COX is the enzyme responsible for the biosynthesis of various prostaglandins. There are two well recognized isoforms of COX, COX-1 and COX-2. COX-1, it is constitutive, found in most tissues such as blood vessels, stomach and kidney. And COX-2 is induced during inflammation by cytokines and endotoxin and it's responsible for the production of prostaglandins mediators of inflammation. Aspirin and most of the non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs inhibit both COX-1 and COX-2 isoform, thereby decrease prostaglandins and thromboxane synthesis. The anti-inflammatory effects of non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs is mainly due to inhibition of COX-2. Aspirin causes irreversible inhibition of COX activity. The rest of the non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs causes reversible inhibition of the enzyme. Pharmacological action of aspirin and other non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs. First is analgesic effect. Non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs mainly used for relieving musculoskeletal pain, dysmenorrhea, pain associated with inflammation or tissue damage. Analgesic effect is mainly due to peripheral inhibition of prostaglandin production. These drugs relieving pain without causing sediation and respiratory depression. They prevent sensitization of peripheral nerve endings by inflammatory mediators. They are less efficacious than opioids as analgesic. Aspirin produces analgesia at dosage of 2 to 3 gram day. Second is antipyretic effects. The thermoregulatory center is situated in the hypothalamus. Fever occurring when there is disturbance in hypothalamic thermostat. Non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs restart the hypothalamic thermostat and reduce elevated body temperature during fever. They promote heat loss by causing cutaneous vasodilation and sweating. They do not affect normal body temperature. Antipyretic effect is mainly due to inhibition of prostaglandins in the hypothalamus. The dose of aspirin for antipyretic effect is 2 to 3 gram per day. Third is anti-inflammatory effect. Anti-inflammatory effect is seen at high doses like aspirin 4 to 6 gram per day. These drugs produce only symptomatic relief. Anti-inflammatory action of non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs is mainly due to inhibition of prostaglandin synthesis at the site of injury. They also affect other mediators of inflammation. Those inhibit granulocyte adhesions to the damaged vasculatures. Non-steroid inflammatory drugs also causes modulation of T cell function, stabilization of lysosome membrane, inhibition of chemotoxis. Fourth is antiplatelet effect. Aspirin in low doses irreversible inhibits platelet TXA2 synthesis and produce antiplatelet effect. Fifth is acid-base and electrolyte balance. In therapeutic dosage, aspirin causes respiratory alkalosis, which is compensated by excretions of bicarbonate ion. In toxic dosage, the respiratory center is depressed and can lead to respiratory acidosis. Sixth is gastrointestinal tract. Aspirin irritates the gastric mucosa and produces nausea, vomiting, and dyspepsia. Seventh is cardiovascular system. Prolonged use of aspirin and other non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs causes sodium and water retention. And eighth is urate excretion. Aspirin in therapeutic dosage inhibits secretion into the renal tubules and increase the plasma urate levels. In high dosage of aspirin inhibit the reabsorption of uric acid in the renal tubules and produce uricose uric effect. Pharmacokinetics. Aspirin are rapidly absorbed from the upper gastrointestinal tract. They are highly bound to plasma proteins, but the binding is saturable. Adverse effect of non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs. First is gastrointestinal tract. Nausea, vomiting, dyspepsia, epigastric pain, acute gastritis, ulceration, and gastrointestinal bleeding. Rare syndrome. Use of aspirin in children with viral infection may cause hepatic damage with fatty infiltrations and encephalopathy. Aspirin are contraindication in children with viral infection. In people with glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase deficiency, administration of aspirin may cause hemolytic anemia. Pregnancy. These drugs inhibit prostaglandin synthesis, thereby delay onset of labor and increase chances of postpartum hemorrhage. Analgesic nephropathy. Slowly progressive renal failure may occur on chronic usage of high dosage of non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs. Thanks.